Welcome back to Put You On. My name is Michael. I'm here with my dad.
Hey everyone, it's Mike.
And today we are listening to a long requested artist, as sometimes we do. And this is an artist that goes by the name Mitski. Mitski. So Mitski is a Japanese artist who has been putting out music for quite some time now. She was not on my radar at all until recently, like last year. Last year, she had one of her biggest breakout songs that has like 2 billion streams now. Just took off on like the TikTok social media sphere and exploded. But she has been making music for a long time. Like I think that song that blew up was from like her 7th or 8th album. So she's been around, been making music.
Working hard.
Yeah. I had only heard that song, and for some reason, so I went on Discord today, which I'll plug. Our Discord, our Patreon. You can check that out below. If you're on the Patreon, you get access to the Discord. So we have like a reaction tab in there. So I just said today, because, just trying to make new lists and come up with things to do. And I said, everyone just tell me, just give me one album you want us to listen to. Put it in here. Everyone put it in the chat. Let's just see. I just wanted to see some names.
There's one guy that's been saying he's counting the days.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
15th day of request.
Because the first day he said it, I said, if you do this for 100 days straight, we'll do it.
Oh, that explains it.
So
I gave up at 15 days.
So he's still going.
He's there
If he hits 100 in a row, then we will do it.
That's pretty funny.
Someone said this album, which is called Bury Me at Makeout Creek by Mitski. Look the album up. It has incredibly high reception.
Is she pop?
It's sort of, I believe she's like a
indie
rock artist.
Okay.
So this is not really pop.
Okay.
But this album had incredibly high reviews, and I actually had 2 songs saved from this album, which I guess just maybe over the years they had popped up. I don't know if it's a concept album. I don't know. I don't even know what this album cover is. Let's see. It's just an office building, and it looks like it has one window open.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And the first track is called Texas Reznikoff.
It's beautiful today. I wish you could take me upstate to the little place you would tell me about when you'd sense that I'd want to escape. Texas is a landlocked state. It's a little bit far away from the water, from the home that I've wanted to make it somehow in the city. You make it there and you make it anywhere. Do, 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 do.
Oh. I wasn't expecting that.
Me neither.
You keep your socks on in bed. Keep our hearts warm. See the shrink shadows lie in black pools in the lawns. You're the breeze in my Austin night.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, at first I had a Joni Mitchell feel, like, something from the, Flower Power generation.
Very breezy.
Yeah, very folky. But, and still was, even though the heavy electric came in, but still pretty, she didn't go screaming lyrics.
I definitely wasn't expecting that crash.
No. So, I mean, nice short
intro track.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, from the very little I've heard, I know she has a beautiful voice. I'm just curious to see how, on a full project, she utilizes it. Like, does she stay in the background more, or, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Socks in bed make me so uncomfortable.
The socks in bed line, yeah.
I don't like socks in bed.
Me neither.
I don't like wearing. Just the idea of having them on is making me uncomfortable.
Yeah,
right
I mean,
now.
I have like chronically. I was talking to someone about this. I have chronically cold. My feet are always freezing, and even still, I will not
put them on.
I will wrap my blankets. I'm not
yeah.
keeping socks.
I'd rather twist
I'll
them
bundle them
tight
in my blanket.
Yeah. Mom used to.
Especially if they're socks that you had on prior to being.
Oh, yeah.
Like the only exception I could see is if like you had a pair of
Maybe
socks
like
that you just put on for bed.
That's what Mom has. Yeah.
But you don't wear them outside.
Kick your socks off and jump in bed. I mean, kick your shoes off and jump.
So yeah, I mean, good track, short intro track.
Hard to gauge much about her voice. It's a little bit in the echoey.
In the back in the mix. Yeah. So I'll just let that go on track 2.
Okay.
Which is called Townie. There's no holding your hand on this, huh? It's just like pizza game. There's no like
balls to the wall.
Yeah. There's no gradual intro.
Nope. She attacked.
Yeah. That's a great line. Holy shit. I was like, okay, well, the intro was like starting to come into it a little bit, and then it's, wow.
It sounded like just...
That was a harsh DM.
Turn the amps to max and get your instruments. We're just going to... It doesn't matter if there's feedback. I mean, it felt like there was a couple points where I heard like feedback.
You hear the screech, yeah. Whoa.
It had
intense.
There was a Weezer feel to it a little bit for me. Like,
on the hook a little bit.
Like,
yeah. But with the sound just...
And well, right, but the driving thing is the dun, 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 dun.
Wow.
Interesting. It feels like, but still the voice is back there. I'm picking up more like a controlled computer production synth around her voice.
Track 3 is called First Love / Late Spring. I could already tell the production is going to be a lot to take in.
The black hole of the where you sleep, the night breeze carries. Lately I've been crying like a tall.
I feel like finding the jacket in the box and you wait for the pop.
I know. Because we got to jump.
There it is.
Please don't say you love me. One word from you and I would jump off of this ledge I'm on, baby.
Wow. We got thrown into the musical deep end pretty quick.
Yeah, this is like underground, right? It feels like underground music.
That production is
I mean,
phenomenal.
I heard tambourines.
My goodness.
Organs.
My brain grew a little pair of wings and just went. I was just flying all around.
Japanese, singing in Japanese.
Yeah. There's a little key change at the end there.
Yeah.
Chord shift and brought some panning.
Yeah,
in there.
I don't know what to think, honestly.
Wow. I love that chorus, though. Oh, my God. Every time it came back in, it kind of kept the track grounded to a degree. But
yeah, it for me, it would be one of those songs I'd listen to a couple times, and I feel it would grab me. But the first listen is a little. I mean, I guess that's what she's abrasive. It feels abrasive, like it's a little uncomfortable. Yeah, very intense.
Yeah, but I think my mouth keeps opening, but I'm just kind of taking in all this. Yeah, it literally feels like we got just dipped into a.
Yeah, it's like underground music.
It feels like we got thrown into the middle of an album immediately.
Yeah,
she is just not. She's not wasting any time.
Yeah, I don't see this as a thematic. This is just her.
So this is the only track coming up that I'm really familiar with.
Okay.
Which is called Francis Forever.
Voice came right to the front there.
Yeah, jumps. It's hard and fast.
It was okay for me, that one. Really hear the guitar strings, the finger work on this, squeaking. Yeah, I'm not so sure. It felt short. I mean, it was short.
Yeah.
It feels like that one felt. It feels like a song that has more potential for me. Like it feels like the start of something. I don't feel it like as a statement. I like the fact that her voice came a little bit more to the front, but I'm not a big fan of the song.
I love it. I love when that electric guitar jumps in at the end. It's fucking fantastic. I don't think it needs to be anything longer than it is. The chorus hits hard. The instrumentation hits hard. I think that song's fucking great. Great groove. Track 5 is called I Don't Smoke.
To remember your mouth, how it
I have a lot to say. Do you want to go first?
No, you go ahead.
So, wow, it's music that I love for a specific reason because it doesn't sound like anything that I've heard,
Right.
and it's forcing me as I'm listening to really try to piece together what's happening and what the track's trying to do, as opposed to just it not grabbing me right away and just
Like you
it's,
like
it's
this
forcing
song,
my brain to like okay,
you like your movies.
what is happening here? Yeah, so because it starts off right. I mean, throughout the whole track, right? You have the blown
bass.
out strumming of the electric guitar, the
Yeah.
down, down, and then in the whole first verse, you just have that mixed with her very light.
Yeah, that's
So then her voice is kind of getting drowned by this
yeah.
electric strumming, but slowly as the track comes along, you just get little tiny elements of instrumentation, like a little bit of a kick, a little bit of a snare, a little bit of a riff, to just, you kind of just start to feel that strumming start to come along and sway a little bit, but it's such a slow build into that. And to mix that with her airy vocals is like, you kind of have three different things happening at the same time in one track.
I mean, for me, yeah, everything you like about it is normally the things I don't like about it, but I'm learning, and I was doing the same thing. And it feels, towards the end, I was feeling like, okay, this is, the guitar is making it feel dark. And you're right, her lilting vocal doesn't keep it dark for me. But then there's also that, like you said, it's almost like the draw of a cigarette, like the long burn. It's
good.
like, and she's saying, I don't smoke, but I feel like I can, like I do after I, taste you after you smoked. And that's what it feels like. Like it's taking these, kind of like a cigar. It takes, you have the first third, the second third, and the final third.
A slow burn.
And each, the better ones are complex. They may start one way, change and shift, and then go back, or start one way, change and shift, but stay with the change and shift. So the more popular ones are the ones that have diversity. Unless you just like a straight cigarette that's just give me what I need and get the hit and then go. That's what this song made me.
That's a great comparison.
Yeah, it made me break it down that way.
So yeah, track 6 I've also heard, but I'm very unfamiliar with it. So
Okay.
it's called Jobless Monday.
I remember my first one. Way back in December 2020, 2024.
It's a windy afternoon. Can't afford to buy my food or the drive I need to go further than they said I'd go. He only loves me when there's a means he means to end. Oh, I miss when we first met.
Yeah, I mean, that one is a perfect example of what I was just saying, how,
Yeah.
it seems like, you're looking at I don't know what she looks like or what, but I imagine like, ripped fishnet stockings, holes with big black boots.
Yeah, it's got that grungy.
Very gothy, grungy.
Yeah.
Where she's just really trying to tell you something and using.
Yeah, it's almost like she's using what we were just saying.
Just
She's using the instruments and
like
the lyrics.
like just even
to push
there's
this.
no, you know how in rap you have the measured, right?
Right. Flows.
I don't feel any of that. It's almost like she's just taking this statement or something she wrote and stretching
Which,
where
it definitely
you
makes for an
normally wouldn't
interesting-
stretch something.
Albums like this definitely make for very interesting first reaction because there's just a lot of processing going on.
Yeah, there's no. You're not gonna.
Whereas,
this is not gonna be a pop hit
on a third, fourth, fifth listen. I'm sure
right?
you'd be hearing these differently, and
Right.
but
right.
on the
It's
first
like,
intake, it's
yeah, it's like just eating
just
the same
fascinating.
thing over and over until you appreciate the taste.
so after Jobless Monday, we have Drunk Walk Home. Kind of a nice sequencing there of tracks.
I will retire to the Salton Sea at the age of 20.
The marching band. That's not even marching band. This reminds me of like when people would do those like dances,
The Indian?
like interpretive dances,
Yeah, the Indian
with like a drum.
Yeah, the guys.
less marching band, more
more
performative.
celebrate like celebratory.
Yeah.
something traditionally, right?
Yeah.
But though I may never be free, fuck you and your money. I'm tired of your money.
Oh, what the fuck?
Please, can I feel this for you? See the dark that moves with every breath of the breeze.
What were you saying about yoga?
Like the kid,
You can't plug it through the
Daddy, make it stop. Yeah, I mean, this is, you know, she's following in. These songs are in that vein. You know,
Yeah, I
that's
mean-
how Yoko was from the music that I've ever heard of her. I don't know if she's angry. I don't know if it's art. I don't know, you know.
Sound
Like
someone
I
getting-
said-
I would sound like someone getting boiled alive in a big vat. That's what I picture, like a big witch's brew. Someone getting fucking dunked in.
Dun, 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 dun. I mean,
I'm in the boat that you're in.
well,
usually. It's
but then again,
taking it-
right? If you look at the title, it could almost feel like a drunk walk home. You know, like
it's just chaotic,
bum,
kind
bum,
of. Yeah.
bum, bum. You stumble in. Well, this fucking dress for
Fuck
you,
you.
man.
Yeah,
Fuck the
yeah.
man. Fuck the rich.
But then it gets like really intense. Track 8 is called "I Will." You're right. It does feel like a Jack in the Box every song.
Right.
Okay, now don't scream at me.
Here we go.
I will take good care of you.
The juxtaposition is very interesting on the tracks, though. The heavy, blown out instrumentation and her.
Gentle. But some of the lyrics are dark while she's singing
Yeah.
like this.
I mean, she has a beautiful voice. Nice.
I like that one.
All right, that was nice.
I like that one.
Great. great build. Great, those drums coming at the end. Great, fantastic.
And I
Beautiful melody too.
Yeah, her voice really on that one. I felt the feels. I felt the lyrics.
Oh yeah,
For me, because that's very relatable stuff.
her voice, the emotion in her voice was adding so much to the kind of breaks. Obviously, I can't go that high
without a lot going on in the back except dun, dun, dun,
the
dun,
bass
dun,
and a
dun,
little
dun,
bit of
dun,
those
dun,
spacey
dun,
drums and
That was a good
That's
one.
a beautiful song. Yeah, definitely. I'm getting a lot right. This is our first introduction to her, but clearly cares a lot about the songwriting. A lot.
Very much.
Like you're saying, those other ones, the instrumentation kind of seems to take the forefront of the sound, at least.
Yeah,
But
the
they're
lyrics
all written.
and the lyrics are very thought out.
Like how you say sometimes if you were to just read it
Yeah,
after it
yeah,
and not listen
it's
to the
beautiful. It's beautiful.
Stay with me, hold my hand, there's no need to be brave. All the quiet nights you bear, seal them up with care.
I'll wash your hair. I mean, I could
It's
feel
just gorgeous.
Yeah, it was all very tactile.
Yeah. Track 9 is called Carry Me Out.
You're right. It doesn't feel like a song that's meant for like interpretive dance. With the very exaggerated body movements and things. Very cinematic feel.
Oh, yeah. This production is phenomenal.
The cymbals.
That's one of my favorite ones.
I mean, there's not much to
That's
the lyric,
incredible.
but it's very catchy.
Wow.
Carry me up to the top
That
of the
song
roof.
had a perfect build from super soft to bring in that sway of the drums with the group vocals, then the heavy riff and the heavy drums, and
Yeah.
it makes you feel that sway of that chorus because it just keeps building and
Yeah, I did like that one too. But there's no doubt, right? She's just
Beautiful.
sticking to those two. She finds aside from one little part in a song where she have a bunch of sentences, the rest of it is I'm going to hit you with this verse 2 or 3 times
and just
that's it.
let that instrumentation.
Yeah, and she doesn't repeat it too much. She just
Another beautifully written song, though. I mean,
yeah,
gorgeous.
I mean, and she starts out with like those. Tell me that's not you couldn't imagine everything she described.
oh man,
there.
it was like a movie. I love the scent of flowers still in bloom from morning shower.
watching my dark hair
Unleashes the night.
Jeez, man.
I could picture like an anime, like
Yeah, yes.
the protagonist having a very dramatic, emotional moment. And the final track is called Last Words of a Shooting Star.
Maybe now we're burying her at Makeout Creek or something.
I forgot that was even the
Right?
title of the album.
Yeah.
Wasn't forecasted. Apologies from the intercom, and I am relieved that I left my room tidy. They'll think of me kindly.
Yeah.
Same way this album started.
Yeah.
Like Joni Mitchell.
They'll never know
Feel?
how I'd stared at the dark in that room with no thoughts, like a blood-sniffing shark. And did you know the Liberty Bell is a replica silently housed in its original walls? And while its dreams played music in the night quietly, it was told to believe. Wanted to die clean and pretty, but I'd be too busy on working days. So I am relieved that the turbulence wasn't forecasted. I couldn't have changed anyways. I am relieved that I'd left my room tidy. Goodbye.
Eerie. Eerie. Especially with that sound of like,
Almost rain, distant rain. That's how I heard it.
I heard it as like maybe listening to something that was left on a tape.
Oh, like static.
Yeah. Either way.
What a fascinating project. I mean, can't say
There's a lot of stuff on her mind, which is evident from the writing.
right.
And that's the bulk of what I got from this. The writing and the lyrics were real poetry. Every one of these songs is perfectly written.
Oh man, I mean, I'm so
I
wrapped up in the.
I guess the challenge there for lyrics like that is finding the genre to convey it.
Yeah, and I feel like, again, I know we said it a couple times, but like, because it's a first listen, I feel like that's something that might take a while for in your brain
For that
everything
sound.
to start to come together.
Right.
Whether, because some tracks I'm like just enamored by the production, and others I'm just
Right.
reading through the songwriting.
Right.
So it's like, I think it would take a while for everything to.
I agree.
But that doesn't mean it's bad or doesn't sound good. It's just like definitely artistic and
Right, because
intentionally made. But
you could, I mean, she's had some funny lines.
oh yeah,
So you could almost,
what was the I've always wanted to die clean and pretty.
yeah, glad
But
I
I'd be too busy on working days. Just for comparison, so you can see where I came in. This is the song of hers that took off last year. So this is all I really knew of hers. Was this song, which is from her newest album, her 7th album, 7th or 8th, I forget.
What's it called?
It's called My Love, Mine All Mine.
A hole of light through the big top tent up high.
You might have heard it. I mean, it's
I never heard it.
all over the internet.
With you, just my love is mine, all mine.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
But I don't. Again, I don't know. I don't know if this is a one-off from that album or if the whole.
Because didn't it
album-
say featuring T.I.?
What? No.
I thought, oh, was that
That was some
else?
other song. That was no. That's My Love. You know My Love.
Oh,
That was
okay.
the first thing. Nobody can take
Oh,
you from me. You know? Remember this song?
Yeah.
The Timbaland.
My love.
I'm not sure if that whole album is that sound, or maybe that is just a one-off sound.
Right.
Because I've never listened.
But obviously the capability's there. The ability to take
and just as a songwriter, even like I think a lot of people like that song just because of how beautiful.
Yeah, but there was plenty of beautiful lyrics in here, but
over a very different sound.
Yes, that's the challenge here.
Yeah,
is appreciating the very good songwriting with some very brash music behind it.
Even that just shows like maybe just whatever she did with that sound just worked to hit it.
And she hasn't given up to put out 8 albums. If it's all the same, that's dedication. But if there is some,
and it's also great that it's great for her that she got that pop last year. That she just had a song that.
Right. Hey, got to pay the bills.
And I'm sure that just put a lot more eyes on.
Yeah.
That probably made a lot more fans for her.
Yeah.
People
like,
go
what
back
is
and
she
check
about?
out her music.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, very interesting album. I don't know what else really I feel like we'll keep repeating ourselves.
Yeah. Hard to say I loved it. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I thought it was very well written.
An experience.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. A decent one.
Yeah.
A decent one.
So yeah, I feel like I should play My Love to take us out. Do the outro over this. So if you're new here,
I'll do my best, Justin Timberlake.
We post new videos every single week, new albums, new artists. You can check out the uncut version on Patreon with bonus content. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. See you next week with a new album and new video. Peace. I can see us holding hands. Man, Justin Timberlake had some fucking
he was
hits, huh? Not some hits. He had a lot of hits.